Are you looking to go plant-based but feeling really stuck and unsure about where to start? Hey, I'm Amanda Pelletier with Live Grow Green, and today I'm going to be talking about how to start a plant-based diet and set yourself up for success so you can thrive on a plant-based diet. So before we get started, if you enjoy plant-based recipes and lifestyle tips, feel free to hit the subscribe button so that you get notified whenever we put out a new video every week. So if you're feeling really stuck and unsure about where to start when it comes to going plant-based, the best thing that you can do is to actually sit down and goal set for your diet. So in this video, I'm going to take you through 5 really simple processes for you to actually start and sit down and plan your transition right now. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to figure out the end result that you want from going plant-based. So a lot of people think that going plant-based or going vegan is the end result, when in reality they want more energy or they want to be more friendly towards the environment or towards animals. There are different reasons why people go plant-based, and it does matter what yours is because that's going to shape your experience, because everyone has a different experience on a plant-based diet. Whether you go fully vegan or you're doing it for health reasons or the environment, really your experience is up to you, and knowing what you want out of it is so important. And not a lot of people take the time to actually figure out what they really want from it. So my next tip, when you're sitting down and thinking about what is it that you actually want from your plant-based experience, you want to make it as specific as possible and ideally tangible. So what that means is you don't want to have broad ideas like I want to be healthier, or I want to be more environmentally friendly, or I want to lose some weight. You want to get really specific about what you want your experience to be. So if you want to lose weight, how much weight? And again, this can always change later as you're going through the process and as you're adapting. But you want to have a clear goal moving forward. So for someone who wants to feel healthier, how many clean meals a week do you want to cook? That might be a great place to start. For someone who's environmentally friendly or looking to reduce their plastic or their waste, what are some ways that you can start eliminating that in a tangible way from your diet and from your lifestyle? So now that you've figured out a really clear end result, we want to figure out a plan as to how to get you there. So the best way to go about this is to go through your kitchen, read your ingredients labels, and figure out what has animal products in it and what doesn't. That's going to give you a really clear sense of where you are in relation to where you want to be. So what you also want to do during this process is figure out if there are any other habits that would help enhance your diet and turn this into a lifestyle. This is the process known as habit stacking. I talk more about that in this video right here if you're interested in learning more about that specifically. But you want to focus on not just what you're eating, but also what other habits can help you get this result. So these could be things like creating an exercise routine, joining an organization, composting, hiking. There are so many different activities out there, but it's really going to depend on what the result is that you want. So one last thing that I want to mention when it comes to planning your transition, switching out animal products, and building this routine that's going to help support your diet is that you want to go do this at your own pace. Some people do this in a night, other people do it in a week or a month. Really, there's no right answer here. There's only what works for you. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, feeling like you have to do this right now, or that you have to do it in a specific time period, give yourself room to breathe. Still have those goals set up so you have something to achieve, that you have a way to keep yourself accountable, but also keep in mind that not everyone goes plant-based in the same way, in the same time frame. So really give yourself some space to learn and to grow, to make mistakes, and really go at your own pace. So the next part of this process is measuring and monitoring. So this is really to make sure that we're working towards our goals and not going backwards. So the reason that we want to make our goals tangible is because we want to be able to measure it so we know if we're actually going towards our result or we're not. So we want to make that really clear, and you don't want to measure this every day because you might not see progress every day. I would honestly recommend checking in with yourself every week or even every other week depending on what your goals are, but you want to make sure that you're holding yourself accountable but also giving yourself some room to grow and to learn as well. So the last part of this process that I want to talk about is one that everyone forgets about, is adaptation. So a lot of people approach their diet like they have to get it right the first time. And this isn't even just with a plant-based diet, this is usually with any diet, is if it doesn't work perfectly the first time you try it, then it doesn't work. And I would encourage you to kind of shift your mindset around this a little bit, because what I found is by doing this measuring and monitoring process, you can figure out the things that are working for you and kind of leave the things that aren't behind. So I would really encourage you, when you check in, when you measure and monitor with yourself, just write down, hey, I really enjoy, going on a morning run. That's part of my habit stack, part of my routine that supports my diet. But hey, the food really isn't working out for me, so let me try something a little different. So really having this process of adaptation really helps you get to your goal a lot quicker, because you're weeding out what is working and what's not working, and only keeping the things that are serving you and moving you forward, as opposed to tossing everything out and saying, hey, it all doesn't work. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you can get notified when we put out more videos like this every Thursday. If you want more guidance on starting a plant-based diet and lifestyle, feel free to download our guide, 8 Easy Steps to Switch to a Plant-Based Lifestyle and Love It. It's in the description and in the comments below, and I will see you next time.